Good afternoon, folks. Ari here from Direct Auto Outlet in Fair Oaks, California. I've got this gorgeous 2003 Mercedes Benz E320 luxury sedan with only 58,000 original miles. This will be a test drive and driving impression video of this vehicle as we get it on the road and put it through its paces and take you along with us for the ride so that you can see and hear everything that we see and hear. Now, we also do have an in-depth walk-around video of this vehicle where we go through the ins and outs and demonstrate its many functions and features. We'll not be doing so much of that during this video. Again, this will be a driving impression video where we give you all of our observations and opinions as we get this thing on the road. So please join us, and without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Beautiful, pristine vehicle. Only 58,000 miles. 58,755 to be exact. Very clean. Go ahead and get our seatbelt on here, safety first, as we pull out of the driveway. Thank you for joining us, folks. Boy, this feels great. Get the AC on. It is a hot day today. Get the AC on and get this thing on the road. Cool us down just a little bit. Boy, riding on one of these is truly an experience. Since the beginning of time, as far as I can remember, at least throughout the beginning of my time, my lifetime, these Mercedes Benz vehicles have been an extreme experience to drive. They have so much mass, and they just, gosh, the best way to describe it is it feels like an iceberg. It just feels huge, even though it's really not. When you're driving it, it feels like you're inside the building and the whole building is moving. It just demands your respect. These things are just so well built, especially during this era where the engineers had free reign over the decision making of the company, and they didn't really cut any corners here. They're some of the best, most reliable vehicles made during these times, and it absolutely showed. These things were solid, they were quiet, they were luxurious, and they weren't overly complicated with technology and things that would bog the vehicle down and make it less reliable. Cruising down the road, going about 50 miles per hour. This thing is just not even breaking a sweat. The seats are extremely comfortable, the engine is extremely quiet, and lots of sound dampening materials used inside the cabin, keeping the occupants in luxury and comfort. Going through these twists and turns at over the speed limit, the vehicle actually invokes a lot of confidence in the owner and operator. The vehicle handles great, feels great, it doesn't lean. It doesn't shake. The vehicle tracks straight. Steering wheel is at dead center 12 o'clock when you're driving straight down the road. No alignment issues here. No wheel balancing issues. And let's go ahead and stomp on our brakes here and see how the brakes feel. As we stomp on our brakes and slow down, we don't feel any shaking on the steering wheel, no shaking on the chassis of the vehicle, no shaking on the pedal, nothing that would indicate any warpage of the brakes or rotors whatsoever. Just extremely impressive how solid a 21-year-old vehicle feels. Just it's a testament to the build quality and how well they were made and how ahead of their time they were back at the time. Even in 2003, this vehicle really doesn't lack anything from a modern vehicle. It actually does many of the things better than a modern vehicle would do. It's absolutely a smoother, more comfortable ride. I don't know. I think I would take this over a newer Mercedes personally. Not only are the quality control issues a problem with the newer Mercedes, but I personally think they lack a little bit of soul. This is about as new as I'll want to go with a Mercedes. Most of the ones in my own personal collection are from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I have a few that are made after the 2000s, after the turn of the millennium. But I kind of like the older ones. They have a lot more personality. This section of road, folks, had a lot of extremely rough roads, and this thing just absorbs the bumps and the roughness, makes them feel like they're not even there. This next stretch of road over here, we'll do a 0 to 60 acceleration pull. We'll go up a hill with the air conditioning blasting, putting maximum load on the vehicle, see how fast we can get from 0 to 60. We'll go ahead and zoom in on the instrument cluster. About 60% throttle here, 70% throttle, 80% throttle. 60 before you know it. This thing pins you to your seat, has excellent power, excellent responsiveness. Transmission is geared for comfort more so than sport, so it's going to be exactly that. It's going to be more comfortable and not quite as sporty, so the shifts aren't going to be quite as jarring and as crisp as you would find in a sports car or a more sportier vehicle than this. Again, this is just geared more towards comfort and reliability. The air feels great, suspension feels great, engine and transmission feel great. It took just about every ounce of willpower I had not to keep this vehicle for myself, but with over 50 personal vehicles to my name, I just cannot justify having more vehicles. I have just about 3 or 4 or 5 vehicles to suit every imaginable purpose that you would ever want for an automobile. I have multiple trucks, multiple sedans, multiple sports cars. I just cannot justify another one. Multiple SUVs. But hey, you know, if I was looking for a vehicle under $10,000 or around the $10,000 region, this would definitely be high on my list. Folks, if you've enjoyed this video thus far, please do consider giving us a thumbs up and also subscribing to our channel. We really are concentrating on our YouTube channel and we cannot grow it without your help. So please like and subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified of all of our future videos. And for those of you watching from out of state or out of town, we also do have nationwide, very affordable nationwide shipping and transport services available as well. So just give us a call, shoot us a text, drop us an email. We'll get you a quote on what it would take to get this vehicle from our doorstep to yours. Don't be shy. And if there's any questions, concerns, or comments that you have that weren't covered in the video or the ad, or even if they were, if you'd like to talk to a live person, get me on the phone. Dial me directly by calling area code 916-765-7575. We do have extended warranties available, and trade-ins are always welcome, regardless of the condition. If it's in great shape or needs minimal reconditioning to make someone a great vehicle, we'll keep it, put it on the lot, and if it doesn't, we'll send it off to auction. But either way, we'll make you a competitive offer on your vehicle. You can also find us on our website 24/7, 365 days a year at www.directautooutlet.com. Folks, as we make our way back to the lot here, I do want to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us and investing your valuable time, sticking with us throughout the entirety of this video. I certainly do appreciate that. I hope to have the opportunity to see and interact with each and every one of you in the near future. As we go ahead and back up and pull into a spot, I do want to thank you again for joining us. We hope to see and interact with each and every one of you soon. Wonderful car. I absolutely approve. Great shape. And we have 2 of these keys. Looks like a Mercedes Benz keychain as well. Thanks again, folks. Come on out and see us. We would love to see you. Take care now. Bye-bye.